What is up? It's another episode of Asian Flush brought to you by Mongi.
Tao.
Your last co-host, Victor.
Woo!
What's up, everyone?
What's up?
Hey, thank you guys to all our fans. We got $10 in our bank. Thank you for your support and all the 97 views. No, I'm just kidding. We got more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, we got 98 views.
We got money now.
Yeah, shout out to all the haters for all the dislikes. Remember, we can't fail because we have no expectations.
Yeah.
So keep on hating. You're just wasting your time. Just to let you guys know, this is our third time recording this intro.
It's in here now.
Because
sorry.
our AV guy, I won't name his name.
Sorry.
Well, I said I won't name his name.
Well,
I won't say his name.
I won't name it. I'll point.
Yeah, I won't say his name, but we'll point.
Well,
He
thank you
forgot
guys.
to hit the
Thank
record
you
button.
guys.
So this is our third time.
Third time. We might release our
Recording this
bloopers.
intro.
It's pretty funny because
Yeah.
Tao was talking about his hair and everything. So
Yeah, but those will just go on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those would be Facebook,
Our
Instagram.
outtakes.
yeah. So
My
today's-
daddy once caught a bullet with his bare hands.
If you guys don't know, that's from Rush Hour.
Yeah.
So.
If she don't know where that's from, she's too young for you.
Yeah. She's too young for you.
Okay.
She's too young for you.
That's pretty good. Oh shit! But yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about
So talking about too young.
being too young. How old were we when we first had our first bear? We're gonna talk about college parties, our experience, our young buck days. You know, something that we can relate to our viewers. Because I feel like our fans or viewers probably the same.
What if we have like 9-year-olds watching this?
They shouldn't have Facebook, dude.
They won't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But this is going on YouTube as well.
You know, we gotta be 18 and older. We gotta use that discretion.
Oh,
Discretion.
Is
this is
it?
gonna be explicit.
In our description of it, they have to be 18 or older. If
Or
you aren't, it's
accompanied
okay.
by an adult. Parental advisory. So, how old were you guys when you guys first had your beer? For the third time, dude.
I was 12 when I had my first beer. Victor?
Such a straightforward answer now. I'm so tired.
Yeah, we're tired of explaining.
I was 13. I was with my cousins, and it was like, I think I was 13, so they were 25, 26.
Dang.
So they
Dang,
just
you
got.
hanging out with some old ass people.
Yeah, dude, I'm part of. So everybody from there and down is in my friend group, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But I knew some of those people, and they're just like drinking and hanging out, and I wanted to too, because I was like 13. Like, what was I gonna do? Play guitar by myself in the corner?
With his tube socks.
Yeah.
With his socks, you know.
Just to let you guys know, Victor gets all the bad bitches with
does.
his tube socks.
With my
That's
tube
why I
socks.
never invited him for our college party. This dude plays guitar. Yeah, it was competition, man.
Hey, man, I could have helped you back then.
If you were
See, look at him
shorter,
stutter.
if you were shorter like you were back then, I've been alright.
Yeah, I remember when I first met Victor, he was this skinny, dorky looking guy, and now he's taller than both of us.
Yeah,
Even though he's the youngest.
He hung himself with a monkey bar and grew. That's all he got. Who says that? Who says those kind of things?
I mean, one would assume he went through puberty, but I mean, I guess that works too.
The monkey bar, dude.
No wonder why you never grew. That explains so much, dude.
You know?
But yeah, Victor's grown now, and
Yeah, no, I was young.
Pretty young then.
Because you guys are always, 3 years? So you guys would have been like 16 at that
Yeah, so
point.
when I was 16, you had your first beer. I had my first wine, and I was drunk. My uncle made me drink it.
My first beer was in Milwaukee, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I
were you
blame
drinking
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's best?
No, I was
Push.
I was in Oak Creek though, which is kind of funny.
Oh, damn.
Oak Creek, okay. What were you doing in Oak Creek?
That was my cousins, and they were it was their housewarming party.
Ooh, cool.
Okay,
So we
cool,
just showed up, and I just
Yeah, I'm
happened to
surprised
be
there was
down.
more people at that time then, dude. Like 12 when you were 12. That was.
Yeah, my brother's been here for 20 years now.
Oh, damn.
And it's like the longest place he's been here. So
Yeah.
a lot of my cousins, not a lot of my cousins, but some of my cousins moved to Milwaukee too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think Milwaukee's the place to be, man.
If you want to experience the first beer, man, we're home of the brews. So.
I always feel that a lot of the kids here in Milwaukee, though, you guys do mature a lot faster than like a lot of other places. I
Yeah,
feel.
because by the time we're
Because
21,
we-
we're bored.
Because we drink beer at age 12.
we don't do shit.
age 12 beer, age 13 puberty, like you guys are done.
What did you guys do? Like, were you guys drunk the first time you guys had beer, or just had this? Like,
Oh man, yeah, I was. I didn't realize I was a tire drunk. Like I'm still tired of drunk at that point, but like
I get tired too.
Yeah. But I was really young, and I was like, dude, I feel so tired. Like I was like trying to stay up. I realized I had to like go out and do things and like be active while I'm drinking, or else like it really.
Were you always afraid that your older cousins would like laugh at you, like, oh, okay, you're the youngest one, or like you guys, like?
Oh, they always picked on me already at that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was always like, I was just like, ugh, like I'm already getting picked on. Like I'm gonna lose this game. But then that's why I had to get good at everything. Hence the 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, if you did catch that on our last episode, Victor could slam in 2.4 seconds.
Could. Back in the day.
Yeah.
We're done with.
For me, I had my first sip of beer when I was 12. We had some beer chilling in the pantry at my old house in Milwaukee. So me and my brothers, we were like, we wanted some soda, but there was none. So my oldest brother was like, hey, you guys want to try some beer? We're like, sure. So I took a sip, did not like it. You know how they say, kids should drink beer at a young age so they learn not to grow up to like it. Yeah. That did not work on us. I mean,
it also didn't help you grow up.
No, it did not help me grow up either because I was not on the monkey bars. But I mean, I still don't like beer, but I still drink it anyway because
socially, even
because it's just part of our culture.
Yeah.
If I had the choice, I won't drink beer, and I even now, like I don't drink beer like how I used to, because once you turn 21, all that partying and drinking, clubbing is, you get bored. You did it when you were like, I mean, I was doing it when I was like 16.
Yeah.
So from like 16 to 20, I already lived through that phase. So like, by the time I turned 21, I was graduating college. So I got tired of drinking.
Yeah, you got matured, dude.
Yeah,
you really got matured.
I matured a little bit. Just a little bit.
But he had polka dots for the last episode. And
I had polka dots.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Wait. But question.
Answer.
Yeah.
I don't remember that last episode. Did I was that the cow joke?
Yeah, that
was
a cow joke. Yeah.
Was that recorded in the last episode?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. And then you talk about polka dots.
Yeah, I'm already drunk, so.
Well, he's sober up, so we want to say thank you, Tom, for being sober on this episode. Dude.
Yeah, I am.
So did that drink escalate?
I am 1 week sober.
So did that escalate? All that drink escalate into college, and like, did you guys have to pay people to like buy you beer from then on?
I never paid anyone to buy beer. I mean, like I gave money.
Yeah.
To make rounds, but I wouldn't necessarily be like, hey, here's $10. Can you buy me beer? And then I gave beer money on top of that. I never did that because the group of friends that I had, typically there was at least one person that was old enough to buy beer. If not, I've always had my older brothers to buy me beer until I was legal. So I never paid anyone to buy me beer.
Yeah, I never paid anybody. It was kind of interesting because I would assume that you guys didn't live in the dorms then.
No, we didn't. Yeah. And then I didn't hang out with Hmong people on top of the college.
Yeah.
I went to a school where didn't have any Hmong people. I didn't have any Hmong friends besides my cousins. So we didn't. I didn't really drink with people until college. So, which will lead me to our college experience and how old were we when we went to the club? I'm sure we were all underage at one point, dude.
No, I never went to the club underage.
Really?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I never had an ID to use.
Only if I had invited Victor.
You didn't have an ID to use?
I never did. My brother's 12 years older than me. So
right. So you guys had like the huge age difference.
Yeah, okay. It never matched.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, if you would have invited me back then.
I know, we could have found you one, dude. Yeah, for me, I used to use my buddy's brother's ID. We're just tall. But I'm going to tell you a story. One time, we went to this club in Milwaukee. My friend, he's a DJ. I'm not going to say his name. Oh, he was DJing that night, and I used his. He gave me his ID to go to the clubs, whatever. But he was DJing that night. I used it, and I got in. I was like, man, this dude. These security guards must not check that well.
Well, they must not care because.
All right, because I mean, you both were bald headed, right? When I wouldn't say bald headed, but you guys had your.
Yeah, but he had facial. I didn't have. I couldn't grow that.
Okay,
shit.
he had like
they probably thought, damn, you're late for the DJ, dude. Like, why are you not here?
Why are you here?
Right,
Should he be on set?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I used to use my buddy's DJ, but my first club I ever went to was Asian Moon. I don't think you guys ever been to Asian Moon. That was one of the most popular.
That was more like a bar with like a dance floor.
Yeah. I mean, they used to have events. Yeah, in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
In the South Side, it was a hot spot.
Pretty much, it was like a bar / club for like older people. And when I say older, I mean like like 30 years.
We're talking
plus.
about OGs here, right? Like
If you
original.
consider 30-year-old OGs,
Yeah,
I don't consider 30-year-olds OGs.
Like Tal's brother's older brother used to go. Your brothers, they probably used to go to.
Right.
That
Okay.
Yeah,
club
if your
or-
brother's been living here for what 20 years now,
Yeah. I'm
pretty sure he probably went to Asian Moon
I'll
at
ask
least
him.
once.
Yeah.
I asked him about that. Interesting.
Yeah, and then there's one time,
It attracted the older crowd.
crowd.
Yeah.
So like, you guys ever seen that meme where when you celebrate your 21st birthday and the owner sees you, but he been seeing you for 4 years? I think that was us, dude. Like majority of people, I think that was everyone.
No, but girls are more notorious for that.
Yeah.
You will. I won't name names, but you will see like, and it's kind of sad when you think about it. You will see like 14, 15, 16-year-olds at like 21 plus clubs, right?
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
then you're wondering like, damn, how did she get in? Like, was it the bouncer's fault or was like their fake ID
that good?
That good.
I mean,
right?
I think girls have it a lot easier to get into
They
clubs.
do because
and things like that.
because there's always ladies' nights. There's bonus for ladies to get like free drinks, $1 shots and whatever. So they always have specials for girls. So like it is easier for girls to get into a club.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Get drinks and everything. So much easier.
I'm not knocking the girls. Kudos to you girls out there.
Yeah, we were girls. We would do the same exact thing.
Right.
Work the system.
No, I wouldn't.
So the guy that was fixing his hair.
I'd be at home,
Counting his
being a
polka
good
dots.
daughter, not drinking beer.
until he
doing my
gets to
homework.
college. And then,
I know.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that because that's always crazy. The girls who don't drink until they get to college.
Right. The girls from small towns
Yeah.
who end up going to colleges in bigger cities usually turn out to be
The party ones.
the crazy party girls.
I think that goes with guys too. Like people.
Oh, definitely.
Guys
I
It
think
goes both ways.
yeah, it goes both ways.
But we
It's
see more.
Definitely see more out of the girls because,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we're being stereotypical, but it's just, girls have it easier to get things done their way than guys do.
Outside.
You guys
yeah.
agree?
Yeah, but I think just because being a Hmong dog, we gotta focus on that. I think it's a lot of stress on that where you can't have fun. Right. If I was a Hmong daughter, like damn.
But not even. Strict, but I'm not saying like being a Hmong daughter. I'm just saying like being a girl in general. Going out to like a club or like a, just anything, a club or a bar. Girls typically, like how I said earlier with like ladies' nights or girls getting free before 11. Like you would never see a club or a bar promoting guys getting free before.
That's why guys' clothes are much more expensive than girl clothes.
Like you would never see a club promoting guys getting free before 11 p.m. It's guys getting free before 8 p.m. So it's like. So
they take advantage of it.
Right,
if us guys got that same promotion,
and I get it too. Like ladies bring the attraction, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of stereotypical, but that's just how the business works, and and it works that way.
Yeah, but I mean, it works. We all had our fun, so we all paid, bought shots, everything, full price.
Right.
That's crazy, dude. That just happens so late for me. I feel like like partying at bars and going out and things like that. But I think ultimately I enjoyed less of it because of the actual era that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really into R&B and hip hop at that time. Yeah, and R&B and hip hop was it's so much more exciting to listen to at the club because it hits in a different way.
I think that that died either right at your era or right after it.
I feel like that died in 2012.
Because no one goes to a club and slow dances or even dance in general anymore. People go to clubs just to jump up and down.
Yeah, EDM, which I've been to some EDM concert or DC concerts, whatever. I think they're okay, but it's not my lifestyle, or I know it's fine.
EDC is a festival.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, EDM. I've never been there, so I've been to a few concerts, but I just never. Like it. So.
We can't afford it. Remember?
Yeah,
Meet me under the electric sky.
If I was still at UWM getting my financial aid, I'll be there.
And even back then, Victor, you're 3 years apart from us. So it's not really that much of an age difference, but at the same time, there was a big gap.
It was though. Like if you think about it, when we went, we had a whole bunch of clubs in Milwaukee.
Right.
Yeah,
we went.
dude, that was wild.
I think when you guys came along, there was only like one or two that was still kind of.
What was that? The club everybody used to go to.
Ivy
Sweet. Where you
Sweet.
can walk.
Sweet was
Sweet
the
and I don't know, but Library Club.
Library Club.
Yeah, Library Club.
Was popping for a lot of more people.
Yeah. Nah, I remember my freshman year. Sweet was definitely the thing, and I remember everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we should
Sweet
go
was
to
still
Sweet."
open during your time.
2012.
I think it was probably still open during your time, but I think
It was
I
kind
think
of
it was dying.
Yeah,
I think that
definitely.
Moan scene
2013 was
was dying out
like, 2012 was like the peak, at the end of like the era. I feel like.
yeah.
Because that's when a lot of like the OGs who used to be there. Part
And
of
DJ.
it.
We used to have a lot of DJs
graduated,
and promotions.
you know,
We used to have friends that
yeah.
promoted
Yeah.
clubbing and
So
everything.
it just wasn't there anymore.
Right, because like when I was still clubbing and going out
It was
to the
go-go
bars,
dancers.
you know,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Go-go dancers
the
and
people I was with, they were already 2-3 years older than me.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we're 3 years apart, like that's right. Like that scene, that crowd was already dying off. People were getting married.
Yeah, because that's when I met my wife
maturing.
at that time when we started dating. So after 2012, like you said, that
Yeah.
kind of
Well, I don't know
transition
about
off.
you guys, but when I was like 15, 16, 17, 18, I wasn't really partying in Milwaukee a lot. Like I was out in like Appleton, like Oshkosh, and like Green Bay. 'Cause-
Interesting.
Didn't they have like a 16-year-old club or 18?
Right, yeah. So
Minnesota
they
had one too.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
so if you
That's
guys don't
far.
remember, in like Appleton and Oshkosh area, they used to have a place called like Timbuktu
Oh, yeah,
and
Timbuktu.
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
there's one other one I don't remember, but
Is that the one that turned to a funeral home and a strip club?
I don't know. Maybe, who knows? if you guys know, let us know. But
Hey, post it in the comments. All you old heads.
all you 92-year-old people, comment down below what
Yeah.
what the two places I'm talking about. But yeah, there was a place
Crazy.
in Oshkosh and Appleton. I think Appleton, I don't remember, but one place was like Timbuktu and actually I think the one was like in Kokona. So
Yeah,
those were like the
Kokona,
two hot places for like us teenagers, or like people who were like 16 and under 21. Like that's where we went to, like we were pregame before and like meet girls and everything, just kind of that was like the weekend
That was good
kind of
times,
stuff.
man.
I didn't
I
do
don't
any of that until I was 18. So
Yeah.
I think I was kind of a late bloomer just because I was never exposed to it. But I think I'm glad.
How long were you in Chicago?
Till I was like 12. But then from when I lived in Milwaukee, I didn't go to like a school that was dominated by Hmong people or there was Hmong. We were in the south side, so all Hmong
Okay.
people were all in the north side, so I didn't
Yeah.
really get to associate with many Hmong people. And plus, my parents are kind of like strict on going out and stuff, so it was
Wow.
hard to go out. Even when I was 18, my cousins from Chicago would come pick me up and would make an excuse. Hey, we're gonna take him, go hang out at our house, but I have a bag a bag full of party clothes and
Yeah.
all right, we're going to hide. I'll see you guys later. So thank you to those guys because then I would never experienced the clubbing life.
So there's a club in Chicago called Hyde.
No, Milwaukee, Hyde, Rain.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Also,
Wow.
so they came from Chicago to pick you up to go
Go to the
club.
Milwaukee party.
Yeah.
Milwaukee clubs. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
at that time we had a lot of DJs
I mean, Milwaukee was popping back then.
popping back then, dude.
Yeah.
Like DJ Psycho, that dude he was pretty big in Milwaukee and he was throwing down a lot of good
Yeah,
parties.
when you think about it, it was pretty popping for quite some years, and then it just like one day it just died off.
I honestly feel like when hip hop and everything died off, like Milwaukee kind of died off the map.
Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
because no one, like I said, no one slow dances to R&B. No one listens. No one dances to like hip hop music in the clubs. It's all EDM.
It's all
It's
EDM.
all just
Yeah.
taking drugs and jumping up and down and getting emotional and crying.
Hey, but
At
some of
clubs
those
now.
songs hit you in the feels.
I don't
Even
know.
That Kina song, that Kiss Say Goodbye, that song, would that hit the feels? Dude?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about either, dude. That's right.
I have never felt emotional or dropped a tear listening to EDM.
I have once.
I like EDM,
Once.
but not to that point.
Shout out to Red Lights.
Ooh,
Oh,
Tiesto.
Tiesto.
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
That's
a
the one
classic,
song.
yeah.
Or I was like, I remember hearing it
Would
one
you consider
summer.
that classic? It's only been like that
Dude,
song.
no, it's been a long time since.
What song did that? I mean, what year did it come out?
I thought that came out in like
I think almost a decade, dude.
it's
Like
almost been 4
2012?
years,
No, 4 years?
4, 5, 6 years now.
I'd say
Okay.
at least 8. All right, look it up, man. Let's see.
Yeah,
what-
when did
Let me look it up.
when did Red Lights come out?
Let me see.
Yeah.
But that
music
song-
video. We're gonna go. based
That
off
that
the
was
music
the
video.
that was the song that changed my life. I think for EDM.
Oh, really?
Whereas like EDM actually has a really good chance if it's like that.
So the music video has it posted as 6 years ago.
Okay.
That's
So
wild. Still,
I guess
though.
you can say it's a classic.
I
right?
mean, it's a classic for the new era of EDM
Right.
because EDM had been around at that point. I mean, we were talking about Sandstorm and everything else
Oh,
back
yeah,
then.
yeah. Well, that's more like trance.
DJ
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah, trance and like
DDR music.
Yeah, DDR music. Yeah, that's trance. I mean, there's different types of, EDM and stuff like that. Like, there's trance and house music and all that stuff. Like, some people categorize it all the same, but there's different genres of it.
But I think times has changed now. Totally different. I think when we were back then, like at one point, did you guys ever house parties or clubs? Did you guys ever black out from drinking so much? Because
I wouldn't say I blacked out. I would say maybe I probably just got drunk and just fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then woke up thinking like, oh shit, like I fell asleep. But I still remember everything.
Yeah.
Right? Blacking out is when you don't remember.
Yeah,
I
have
remember
never blacked out or do not remember anything.
No, that's never happened to me because I always knew my limits.
Yeah, I was trying to be aware of myself and surroundings.
In college, no, but I think younger, yeah. I think there's one time when I was younger, I was just I remember walking into the room, and I just remember walking out of the room.
Yeah.
But then the next morning I woke up, my friends were like, dude, we didn't know you play guitar. I was like,
see?
You shouldn't have known I play guitar. Like, wait, why did that come up? They're like, yeah, you sang, you played for us all night long. I was like, wild. I don't remember playing for you guys.
So you did black out.
Yeah, that was the only time I really blacked out at that point.
Yeah. See, that's why I never invite him. He plays the guitar. He's going to steal all the bad bitches.
Dude, my friend said that too.
And he steal all the bad bitches.
Hey, man, you got to play the officially missing you for the girls, dude. Man. Dude, I had no skill set, but I wanted to be something because Moni.
Are you talking about that song by Tamia?
Yes, bro, the classic. Because you play that, dude, all the girls be like, oh, you know how to play a little bit. A little bit. But that was the stuff to play back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I just remember Moni and their crew from back then. They taught me that they had so much game back then that I believed it.
I ain't got game. It was all for show. As you can see, all my Facebook friends can see.
Yeah,
I went through a phase.
If you guys don't know, Mongi was very emotional and sad.
I did it for the likes.
He's still
back
emotional.
In the day. Yeah.
But I just remember him being, they're just so cool guys. And I was like, I have nothing to offer to a girl. So I spent the next 3 years, I think, mastering guitar in my craft at that point.
See. Cool. And where did that get you?
Into 2 relationships.
Damn.
Okay,
all right.
Cool.
That's good. That's
good enough.
Yeah,
Better than zero.
I don't think my current relationship was based on me playing guitar.
Yeah.
But the first 2, I think, were more so based on me musically at that point.
Yeah, it's funny because when we talk about music and stuff, I wrote music, tried to court girls, but it never worked.
Yeah.
So when I stopped focusing on that with my wife now when we were dating, it worked. Everything felt naturally.
Yeah.
So you're saying you wasted your time?
Yeah, I wasted my time. I couldn't even.
Are you
sing.
saying that you do not spit fire?
Or are you saying you don't have no skills?
Back.
Did you record?
Yeah, I hit record.
All right, just making sure. I had to use the bathroom again.
Yeah.
So.
I had to use the
Thanks to our sponsor, Squarespace.
Yeah.
If you want to build a website.
We were just talking
Squarespace
about,
and what's the other one? Manscaped.
Manscaped or what is it? Squarespace could be here. What's that? Skillshare. Skillshare. I love using Skillshare.
Just to let you guys know, Victor is sponsored by Squarespace. I'm sponsored by Manscaped, and Mongi is sponsored by
Purple Bed.
Allegra D.
Allegra D.
Whatever. Well, we're just talking about what's the craziest nasty shot you guys ever had? Because when Judo's the other bar was open around, they made some. My buddies, they ordered me some Nampa shot with Hennessy and sriracha.
What is Napa?
Napa fish sauce. So
That's-
fish sauce.
I know what it is.
Yeah,
but you know.
That's disgusting.
Fish sauce with the crab with Hennessy, and then I had sriracha with Jack Daniel. Nasty.
That's nasty.
You guys never had any crazy
No,
shots
that's
created?
the craziest I ever got was just Bacardi 151.
That's hard.
That
was one of my first.
That's like heart.
That was my bottle. I actually like bringing that bottle around.
You're one of those people that bring Everclear to house parties.
No, I don't bring
You're
Everclear.
those people that we hate.
People are like, dude, I hate those people that bring Everclear. They put it in a brown bag,
Right.
and then it's not Everclear. They pour it. You can already.
No, I'm not an
Future
Everclear.
reference, Victor's the type that brings Everclear, rice wine, and Bacardi 151
In my tube
to
socks.
parties.
Yeah, and it's
Be aware. See, I told you, I just said my dominance and no one bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go to
Take
these
notes,
parties.
people.
For real.
That's how you do it. Hey, we're taking notes. Dude, okay. So number one thing.
Well, speaking of bottles, don't you hate it when that person who brought their bottle passes it around, but then they don't drink out of their own bottle? Like they don't
Start it
pour their
off.
own, or they don't start it off. Like that pisses me off. Like
That's
why do
me.
why do I have to drink a shot for you when you're not drinking your own
but
shot?
if I'm bringing out the bottle, I want you guys to drink it, because there's enough bottles going around that I'm getting hit.
But you should. But if you open a bottle, you should drink the first shot.
House party technicalities.
I know. So I was one of those difficult people. You gotta argue.
Hell yeah.
Every time, dude.
Hell yeah.
And that's why that's how he stayed sober, dude.
Yeah.
This is why he sits at the Hmong man table. Because they have order there.
No, for real. No, I always hated that because I was like, I'll take it, but just like take one with me, or at least let me see you take one.
No, my rule is half.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate one. If you don't want to drink it, you just ask the person who poured you a drink. Hey, let's go half. 99% of the time, it works.
That's crazy, dude.
that's because they're like, okay, I want to pass this out to other people because this guy's annoying.
Well, that's because that person who passes out to you doesn't want to drink a full shot with you, so they rather go half. So that's my thought process. But it works all the time.
So I'm assuming, speaking at that point, you guys ever go into hiding when people pass out bottles?
All the time.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm always like,
All
In the
time.
bathroom?
I don't go to the bathroom. I just go to another room.
Bathroom,
Or
or-
I go to another room, or I just go out to like a porch or
Because
something.
our college party, there's like bottles going around. So
Right,
you're
right,
going to get hit one way or the
Yeah.
other. So it's going to be...
But you got to be smart about because like, typically the people who are out on the porch are like smoking, right? So you go out there and
You're not even smoking. You're like...
yeah, you're not even smoking. But the thing is like you can't be out there for too long because eventually the person passing the shots
To be out
inside
there.
is gonna come outside. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you got to come back inside, back to that same room
Yeah.
where you know where that person was. So they think that they already gave.
yeah,
you
you
that
gotta work.
shot.
You gotta work that bottle, dude.
Right.
I know. I always had to hide, and like I was like, oh yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and I would just get in my car and go home.
Dude, that's why I get you out sometimes. I'm like, dude, because when you leave, they'll make you slam.
You
or
always
take a
have to.
shot.
You always have to ninja out. Like I will only say bye to the very few people who I know won't give me anything to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say bye to like 1 to 3 people, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
No, I was always like that too. I always felt bad, but I'm like, I learned in college. I was like, look, it takes too long to say bye to everyone. If you don't see me, at the party, I'm home.
Right.
Yeah, or on Facebook,
Yeah.
you know that you'll know me. You'll know I'm home then. See a Facebook status.
Yeah, especially when it's like 2 a.m. and then like, whether you're at a house party or like a club or a bar and it's bar closed and then like people don't know when to go home. It's like that meme. It's like when it's like 4 a.m. in the morning and that one person says, "Hey, what's the move?" Like shit,
I want to go home.
it's time to go home and sleep.
Go home, dude.
What can you do at 4 a.m.?
And if you don't get to go home, you sleep at your friend's
Go
house, and then
home.
there's no blanket.
Right.
Oh my God, let's talk about junk and getting that shit.
I seen my buddies.
Ew.
My friend, their house had a beanbag. I seen my buddy. They sleep underneath the beanbag.
They don't even sleep on top of the beanbag.
Dude,
Because they're cold. You got no
cold, man.
blanket.
Can't afford heat.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that I hated that, dude. I remember my friends were like, "Dude, why are you sleeping under the futon?" I'm like, "It's the closest thing that was warm."
That's why you don't sleep over at your
Poor
broke
college.
college friend's place because they are broke. They have no extra pillows or blankets. You just gotta go home.
Yeah.
That's why you need a ninja out when you can and just go home.
Dude, it's rough. Yeah, it gets rough, man.
Do you guys drive home though? I mean, you guys lived in Milwaukee, so you guys,
Right. So
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I drove home. I mean, from UWM, where me and Tyler live. Tyler's been further than me. It's quite a drive. Maybe like 25 minutes. We
Yeah.
drove home, man.
Yeah.
There were times where you're like, fuck, how did I even get home? Like,
Yeah.
did I really make it home safe? And then check my car. All right, my car's good. So, like, don't drink and drive, guys.
Yeah.
Don't drink and
Don't
drive.
So is that when you lived on the south side where you live right now?
Southside, Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been there for a while.
Okay.
So that's quite a drive.
And then you.
I've been living on this side of town for over 10 years now.
Okay, so you are from south side too. Okay.
Yeah. So the drive from
That's a far drive for you.
Yeah, the drive from UWM where we went to school, to where I live now. At the time I was still living with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was a guaranteed like 20-25 minute drive.
Yeah, there was no Uber or Lyft at
Right,
that time.
Yeah.
And taxi was too fucking expensive.
Yeah, so it's like like and I didn't want to sleep over. You know what I mean? If I was too drunk or I was too tired, I would sleep over. But like, if I was still capable of driving and I was sober enough, I would drive home. Even though that's a bad thing, but I would still drive
It's
home
a bit harder for us
because
to
I did
drive.
I did not want to be that guy with no blanket.
Yeah. And plus, it was hard for us to drive because we have Asian flush, so it's
Right,
hard.
right.
We're like, we can't get.
Oh yeah, you guys will get pulled over
because
because you guys
we're
get.
gonna be like, beep.
Yep.
Red eyes, red face. All right.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking tonight, sir?
No, I've been
No.
holding my breath. No.
Hey, you guys want to take a shot?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, we'll take a shot, man.
Intermission shot right now.
All right, let's take a shot.
For real.
But that's wild, man.
That's crazy.
So
I
this
think
is actually your bottle, so you can do the honors.
Do you guys always do that? Hey, it's your bottle, so you can pour it.
I'll drink first. I'll drink first. Because Tom's going to get mad.
Yeah, because it's not your bottle, so most people is all about like respect and disrespect. So you don't want to pour someone else's bottle, and have them go crazy on you if you don't know them like that, Yeah.
Dang.
But even now, as I get older,
What? You saw that too?
Hey, you might want to give me just a little bit more.
Everybody saw that, dude. You like dipped towels, and everybody else.
All right, we're good.
I'm trying to look out for you because you're going to be using the bathroom every time.
It's cool.
I know.
Hey, if you guys saw that, comment below that timestamp, right?
It's a technique that you have to learn, when you look out for your homie.
Yeah,
when
when
you
look
go
out
out-
for your homie.
That's dude. I used to do it all the time, dude.
What he did to Victor and what he did to me, that's a true homie right there.
Not that I don't like Victor.
He still don't like me.
Or that is because he can sing and play guitar. It's not because of that.
Nah, dude. I see
I
how
was
it is.
eyeballing because there's no fucking you can't.
I know, but you with towels, towels was just like. Everybody, get that in the timestamp. Put the timestamp right there, dude.
Everyone enter in the comments that timestamp, all right?
Because that was a dip, dude.
All right, cheers. No
our
chaser.
old drinking
Well,
days,
water's
no
our chaser.
yeah.
I need chasers, so. All right, cheers.
Yeah. And we all have that friend that be like, no chaser too and shit, dude. Like you can't take nothing, dude.
Bro, I always hated that. You go in and like you try to be a homie to someone, but they're like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "I'm just trying to help you."
But then you don't want to take chasers because there's people that will. What's that?
Oh
word?
they always regurgitate their.
Yeah,
They'll
they
spit
spit
it.
it inside the chaser cup.
Yeah.
Back in the
that's
chaser cup. I know a
disgusting.
few people. I won't name you, but comment below that you know who I'm talking about. I know.
See, that's why you have to have your own cup of chaser, so you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
And then you get rid of that cup. So
See, that's why I did beer because no one can
that's
cheat
another
beer.
life hack.
Yeah.
If you don't want to take a shot, get your own cup of chaser. Take that shot, spit it back out.
We'll have another episode talking about cheat hack. Oh yeah, hacks. In
life
drinking.
hacks.
Life
when it
hacks.
comes to drinking.
Life hacks. Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, like even now, like as I get older, I tell people straight up, like if I can't drink anyway, to give me a beer to pop it, I'm like, just let you know, I'm gonna take it, but it's gonna be an orphan. Cause
No, but here's the thing. I think our generation, and when I say our generation, like our age group,
Yeah,
right?
age
So
group.
within our age group, I think we're more lenient and understanding of if when someone says they don't want to drink anymore, like we're more cool with that. Like the older generation, like they're the ones who are still stuck on like, oh, if you don't drink my beer or take this shot,
or people that you don't know,
they're gonna feel disrespected, right?
Yeah.
But even people I don't know who are like in our age group, they're more friendly about that. They're more cool about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if I tell them, hey, I don't know who you are, but this is our first time meeting each other, but I'm good. Like I don't want anything drinking more. And normally, 90% of the time they understand it.
I think a lot of people are just more self-aware of like what alcohol does.
Right.
Because I think my dad has gout, my brother has gout, and my cousin has gout, and not that they're avid drinkers, but it's the fact that they occasionally had a beer, and that all flares up, and I think that starts to scare this new our era.
Yeah, even my brother-in-law now, he doesn't even drink; he gets gout too. So it's really. It's up in the air. Like you
gotta stop eating that raw meat.
Yeah, dude, that's
crazy, man. Like
that
gout, just hearing stories, seeing my brother-in-law himself, man, gout, man.
I had it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it once. It's when I had the flu, and
your tube sock was too tight.
No, it was crazy because I thought I was doomed for the rest of my life, but I realized I had just done like an overdose of ibuprofen and acetaminophen and pain. And it killed my liver, I think, at that weekend.
So you were taking medication and drinking?
No. I was just taking medication, and I think that just killed my liver, which then I couldn't filter any of the any of the liquids I was drinking, which flared up like a small gout where I had to wear like flip flops. Nah, it was like my whole foot.
The whole foot.
Because
I was like, eat the foot, the toe, the knee.
What kind of raw meat were you eating?
Nah, no, I'm done with that life, dude. I like my steak medium rare still, or medium now, but I have to like make
But
some
that's
life
still
changes.
a little bit of red, right?
Yeah, it's just a tad bit of red. I'm not a dog. I'm not gonna eat that well
Right,
done.
right, yeah. I'm like a medium
I'm like medium rare, medium.
rare, or maybe even
I mean, I'll eat well done, but less of well done.
Yeah.
even well done. Like I will side more on well done than like even medium rare because like I don't trust that.
Well, I still eat lanyong, or even deer la and stuff. I still eat
Raw.
that. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
wild.
I can't do raw.
I can't. I have, but
It's
I haven't
good,
done
though.
it. It is good.
Yeah, but I never got gout, so that's why it's not like you eat it every day.
Does your dad have gout?
We go camping, huh?
Does your dad have gout?
No, my family don't have gout.
That's good, dude.
My
That's
dad's
it's very close to a genetic thing. So I really
Yeah.
doubt you're gonna have gout.
Yeah, but I get Asian flush, so like pick and choose. Asian flush.
Asian flesh, I got gout. So
yeah,
Oh,
pick and
man.
choose,
You
right?
got 1 in every 3 Asian men gets gout.
Gout.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's why drinking is like it's kind of crazy because like as much as I try to dodge everybody, it's like I'm actually just looking out for myself at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like now, like I have no problem telling someone I'm not gonna drink, or I'm not gonna take your beer.
For me,
And
at least I can do. I'll just take 1 beer. That's it, casually.
Yeah, my first beer, I'll take it. It'll be casual. I mean, if they want to slam it with tulip, I'll do that. But like after that, like I'm chilling. Like
I
I don't need.
like, hey, it's gonna be an orphan. You get to
Yeah,
me, it's gonna
I
be
don't.
an
I
orphan.
don't need beer, alcohol.
Don't give
to
Moni
have a
beer.
good
It's an
time.
orphan.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a waste.
Drugs on the other hand, I'm just kidding. I don't do drugs.
Hey, they can have me free drugs. I'm just gonna sell it, man.
Right, yeah.
Hey, we have $10 now. What can we get?
We can get a dime. Yeah.
I don't think they go by that size anymore, dude.
A nick, a dime.
I think they go by like, there's still a lot of fancy words for what they used to be
Oh,
called.
sounds like you know a lot.
I know, right? How do you know?
Oh, because I'm in like these Milwaukee pages and people actually post like, hey, I'm on the move, mobile today.
Why are you snitching?
I didn't say the group name, but it's a group out there.
Oh, okay.
Milwaukee for sale.
For real,
I
man.
had to leave that group because
Do you think like our mall culture plays a lot of plays a role in the way we drink now and go up in college and everything? Like, because I think in the mall culture we drink a lot, weddings, eatings.
We drink way too much.
Drink too much.
Yeah.
And you think that I think it died down a little bit, but I think it do you think it played a role in
I mean,
where we're at?
it's still
growing
a
up?
problem, 'cause,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
Yeah.
Because like we know people our age who have like,
Who are just in a
double
bad who are just bad shape.
OWI, 2
Yeah.
OWIs and everything. So it's just like, those should be like eye openers. Like, hey, you don't have to drink alcohol every single time you go, you go out, or at least know your limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had no regrets. I had fun. In college, dude, imagine going to
Two
a house party and
WOWS.
things.
Yeah.
Imagine how boring it would be, just looking at each other. and
Yeah, that's
shit.
true. I mean, like, yeah, I'm not saying like don't
Yeah.
do stuff and regret
Yeah.
it. Like, especially when you're in college, like going to college and have fun, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna meet a lot of people. You're gonna meet a lot of girls and you're gonna meet a lot of guys. And just have fun with it. And if you end up drinking, cool. If you don't, cool.
Have you guys ever done the keg stand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
Longest
did like twice.
longest I did it for was 23
Who
seconds.
held you up? They were
Yeah.
They were able to hold you
I was
up.
skinny. My legs are skinny, so it's
Yeah,
easy.
he probably just anchor and it's like kunk.
For anybody that doesn't know
Wrenched
me, I get made fun of because of my chicken legs. So it's genetic.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
this man benched like 325,
385. What?
squats like 125.
It's cool.
No, but like but if you're entering college or you're in your early college career, like have fun, go out, meet new people.
Would you let your kids let them know, hey, college, you're just gonna be drinking, be responsible, have fun?
Yeah, I mean, because it's
you'll be like,
it's
you're gonna be 21, then you can drink.
it's unavoidable,
Yeah.
It's,
We were rebels as kids, right?
You're right. You're entering
Sure.
college at 18. You're
Yeah.
entering college at 18. Like, more than likely, I'm not saying all, but more than likely, that 18-year-old is going to try smoking weed, drinking alcohol. More than likely their first year in college. So it's just like it's trial and error, and hopefully they're just responsible. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do that, you gotta be responsible.
Shade.
if you have an 18-year-old, like, and you're, and that's your child, like, you just got, hopefully you teach them and they listen and.
Yeah, it's good to try to see if you like it. Like your
responsible.
brothers, they try to teach you a life lesson. Like, hey, drink this beer, see if you like it.
I think a lot of it comes back to like that exposure though,
Yeah.
Like if you pull it back to exposure, I think it's fine, but it's when you get addicted, I think that's when it gets really bad.
Yeah, like we have friends that never gone partying or whatever until they were 21, and then they just like.
Yeah,
they went crazy.
You had to like babysit them.
Right.
You had to,
those people. I hate babysitting. If you are one of those people who get emotional when you're drunk or you go crazy and you gotta get and people have to babysit you.
Yeah.
You should not be drinking.
What kind of drunks are you guys? Like, I'm a happy, laughy drunk. I don't think I ever got.
I'm a sick drunk.
I'm a sick.
I get sick. I told you.
Stuffy nose.
Stuffy nose. I get headaches. I can't breathe.
You're dead.
I'm dead, but I don't need anyone to babysit me.
Yeah, no, I'm a bad like sleepy drunk. Like if you just let me sit in my corner, I'd probably fall asleep until you're like time to go home.
There was this one time in Madison. What is that bar? What is that club that everyone goes to in Madison?
Liquid Segredos. It was
Segredos.
It was called Segredos.
Now it's called something else. But when it was still Segredos, before they renovated it, the dance floor when they still had couches and everything.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
There was one time when I went there and I was like I wasn't drunk, but like I was getting to that point and I was tired. And I think it was during like a Valentine's Day event.
Yeah.
And like I was so tired that I just like lay down on one of the couches. There was a couple next to me making out. I didn't know who they were.
Oh man.
I laid down. I just fell asleep, and they were just making out. And then like security like came and woke me up. I was like, hey, you can't sleep here because obviously one, they probably think you're drunk, and so they're gonna kick you out. But like I wasn't drunk. I was just tired. I was like, man, I'm tired.
He's drunk.
The group of friends I was there with, it was my brother and like the older group of friends, and like it was like 1 a.m. in the morning. And, like they were like, oh, we're gonna stay till bar close, and like I was tired. I just wanted to go home.
They were like, hey, he's drunk. Put him by the sofa. Let him sleep. We're not leaving yet. It's only 10.
I wanted to sleep, and I did for like maybe 5-10 minutes while that couple was making out. And then security woke me up, and I got up and I just went and like leaned against the wall.
Bro, I remember going to Segredos, dude. That was such a funny place because it was like the whole bar, right?
Do people still go there?
I think so. It's not called Segredos no more. It's total different how we used to see it. Because you remember how we used to go and it used to be one way down this way was the dance floor and then the other way was to the bar.
So if you've never been to Segredos, you go in and you enter and there's a staircase, I believe, to your left. You go downstairs to the basement.
Yeah.
The bar and the dance floor is actually in the basement. On top, I think that like VIP or
whatever. The top was the couches was the VIP.
Yeah. So they actually had couches downstairs in the basement on the dance floor. Everywhere before they updated or renovated. So like you'll go downstairs and then like they actually had like 2 different bars and dance floor sections. So like I was sleeping in the main dance floor section.
This guy was just on the floor.
Oh,
right.
But I just remember.
I must be the only guy that never partied in Madison. Dude, Madison lived to the name like the party capital. Like
it did.
It did.
Now I
remember Halloween used to be the party where all the Asian orgs and would go.
Oh, you know what? I actually think it was Halloween. It was not Valentine's. It was Halloween.
Oh, that makes sense.
I never went to Madison. I remember it wasn't Valentine's.
So I never got to experience Madison.
It was Halloween.
I wish I had a chance to, but my parents are strict, so I couldn't.
I don't know. I don't think Madison was all that. I went during my years.
I think during our years, that's when it was like the college party place in the nation. Yeah. But I think once you were in college, that's when it died down. That's when they lost their reputation.
I didn't enjoy Madison as much because I think it was a little bit too rowdy for me.
Yeah.
Because it was like Madison was like a true college experience at that point. So.
I mean, Madison's a small town, so like the bar scene, like everything on like State Street and wherever like Segredos is on. Is that State?
No, that's not State.
But all those bars there, like it got crazy.
It was wild.
But that was it. But if you weren't around the campus area, like it was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
What about Minnesota? If you guys party in Minnesota, your underage years to like you're being 21.
I never partied underage.
Yeah, I never partied underage.
friends
Because
did.
they were 18. You could be 18. and
Right,
go
you could be
clubbing in
18 at
Minnesota.
Myth and
Yeah.
all those places.
Valentino, shout out to Valentino, 16 plus.
And you get the little X.
Yeah.
I never heard of Valentino.
Valentino's was always on. Hey kids, if you want to come out someplace to club. I was like, who's clubbing at Valentino's?
On the radio?
Yeah, on the radio. I was like, you guys are wild. I was still like playing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was like, wow,
we still
dude.
play that. We still play that. So.
But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that hits the 45 mark right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, if you guys have any crazy stories while growing up, drop it down in the comment. Let's read, let's like it, let's laugh, share your experience with us. We'll talk about more other interesting topics next time. My name is Mongi.
I'm Tao.
I'm Victor.
We're out. See you later.
Peace.
Yeah.